Okay everyone, welcome to part 2 of channel update number 12. We just got through recapping a very busy week on the channel, and now we're going to look at the week ahead. As you probably will know, this is a dead week for me. I sent Crysis 2 back yesterday, and so I don't have any new games to play Monday through Thursday for sure. So game videos, I don't know. Maybe there will be some, maybe there won't. Again, I can't really tell you what those are going to be. Who knows, I may do a little bit more of Black Ops multiplayer. I haven't done some of those in a while. And I'm actually at school now, so I have a real connection. So, you know, the matches are actually pretty good when the servers decide to cooperate. Or I could do any of those other things I kept saying I was going to do and never did. So, who knows. Maybe some Madden, maybe some Fallout. You know, I can't say for sure. It just depends on my time. Tonight, obviously, I can't do anything. I have a chemistry test tomorrow, and the NCAA men's basketball championship is tonight that I'm going to be watching. And I have some other things to do, so tonight I can't film anything. It's possible tomorrow, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, unlikely. Probably if there's going to be game footage, it's going to be tomorrow and Wednesday. And again, I can't exactly tell you what those are going to be. So anyway, that's this week, kind of dead. But this weekend, I'm expecting to start a new game. And as you'll know, this is a game that I tried to play already once, but I had problems. And this is the game Homefront. As you know, I had all those complications with GameFly, not knowing that GameFly releases or starts shipping the games a day before the official release. I did not know that, and so I got screwed over and waited 5 days, and they never shipped my game. So I had to bump it and put Crysis 2 up. So now I'm done with Crysis 2, so I'm going to go back and try to play Homefront. Now, I know that this game is extremely short. I know that the campaign is only about 4 hours long. And yes, I know that you need a code to play the multiplayer because THQ is deciding to do the online service now. So I will only be able to play campaign, and I will not be able to play multiplayer, and the campaign is 4 hours long. So if I get the game this weekend, then yeah, I'm probably going to sit down and beat it in a sitting. Which is exactly why I had no problems bumping Crysis 2 up and bumping Homefront down, because I knew that when I did get Homefront, I could knock it out in like a day, since I can't play multiplayer and since the campaign is so short. I could knock it out in like a day and get it shipped back and wrapped up before the big April 19th releases. So I planned it that way, and you know, it's a good thing I did, because again, Crysis 2 wound up being a 10-hour long game. So yeah, I sent Crysis 2 back yesterday. It usually takes about 2 days for them to get it, and then about 2 days for the new game to get in. So you figure if they get it, you know, they pick up the mail today, if they get it Wednesday, I should probably be getting Homefront either Friday or Saturday, you know, if they decide to actually ship it this time. So that's the hope. And again, when I do get it, I will probably sit down and knock it out in one sitting. If I can't, then I'll definitely knock it out, you know, the next time. So if I get the game this weekend, the game will be beat this weekend. I'm almost positive of that. And then those videos will be going up just in time for my next channel update next week. And so that's that basically for the week ahead. Not much until the weekend, when hopefully I will be playing in the Homefront campaign. Now, looking ahead, like I said, to the April 19th releases, you've got Mortal Kombat, which I'm getting from GameFly, and you've also got one of my most highly anticipated games of the year, Portal 2, coming out also on that day. But, as I said, there's a hitch, and here's the hitch. We are actually leaving, I'm going on that's our spring break, that's the week right before Easter, and I am going on a trip with my parents to Nashville to see my brother. He lived in New Orleans before the storm, and then then Katrina displaced him, and so he and his wife moved to Nashville, and they had a baby girl two years ago by that time, who is obviously my niece, and so they live up there. And all the rest of my siblings, my two other sisters, one actually got displaced to Memphis, and the other one is now living in Georgia. So all of my siblings no longer live in New Orleans, and they're all supposed to be at the in Nashville that week, and we're celebrating my niece's birthday, who's April 15th, and my dad's birthday, who's April 22nd. So we're going between those two, and during spring break, and we're going to stay up there and celebrate the birthdays and spend time with everybody. So it should be a pretty cool trip. I've been to Nashville, I think, 2 or 3 times in the past to see them, and I really like it up there. So that'll be a pretty fun trip. But we're actually leaving that Friday, which happens to be April the 22nd. But here's the thing. Mortal Kombat and Portal 2, the official release are April 19th, but there's some things here, okay? First of all, as we know, GameFly sometimes releases the game one day before, but their actual release date for Mortal Kombat actually says on their site the 19th too, which is the official release date. So I don't know, maybe they don't ship that game a day before, I don't know. Either way though, if they ship it the 18th or the 19th, which is that Tuesday, and also Portal 2 I have pre-ordered, but I pre-ordered it online. This is with that whole batch I pre-ordered for Christmas last year, before I realized that you don't actually get the games on release day if you pre-order them online. So I won't be doing that again, but this is the last game that I did pre-order online, and that means that I'm not going to be getting it the 19th, obviously. But GameFly and GameStop usually take 2 days for the game to get to your house, which means that if they both ship on the 19th, it's probable, well, I don't want to say it's probable, I'd say it's possible. That's probably a much better and safer term. It's possible that I could have both of those games come in the day before the day we leave, April the 21st, which means that if I get Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat that day, the day before we leave, then I'm going to immediately jump into Portal 2 and I will play. It's a fine line with Portal 2 because it's one of those games where I'm going to be so anxious to play it and I'll probably love it and want to sit there and play it for 10 hours straight, but I also don't want to beat it too fast because I don't want to, I want to enjoy playing it, obviously, so that's a fine line, but I'll probably be playing a good amount of Portal 2 on the 21st. Mortal Kombat, however, I probably will not be playing. I may start playing Mortal Kombat when I'm in Tennessee, when I get bored, not filming it, but you know what I mean, getting used to it, playing it, just learning a little bit some of the characters, some of how the game operates. That way, when I get back from Tennessee, I will be able to start filming a little bit of Mortal Kombat and have, won't be filming myself learning the game. I'll have, have had experience with it and kind of gotten my feet wet with the game. So if I do start filming Portal 2 on the 21st, obviously there's going to be a gap there between the 22nd, and we're coming back that Monday, which would be the 25th. And then I have to drive back to school that same day, because our classes start again that Tuesday, the 26th. So I may, like I said, if the game's in, I'll start playing Portal 2 on the 21st, upload what I can from those, and then there'll be that gap where there's not going to be any videos or anything of gameplay footage. I may take the camera with me to Nashville and just do kind of like some footage of, of Tennessee and, some of the gathering at hand, just for a little interesting thing so you guys can kind of see what that's all about. But there's not going to be any gameplay footage, obviously, when I'm on the trip. And then the gameplay footage will resume on the 26th, which is that next Tuesday, a week after those releases, when I am back at school and I have time to sit down and put, to start playing the games again. So that's the news. That's what's coming up. Home front this weekend, hopefully, if the game comes in, which it should, barring any problems. And then again with the Portal 2 and the Mortal Kombat, obviously we'll know more that week, as we get closer, and the channel update for that week, Monday, April the 18th, which is not going to be fun. I actually have an appointment with an oral surgeon that day, so that's not fun. But I will still be doing a channel update, and on that day, I will, basically tell you the releases will be the next day, and I'll basically tell you, what it looks like is going to happen. If GameFly is going to ship Mortal Kombat early, if because it could be if they ship Mortal Kombat April 18th, I could get that the 20th, and that'll be the only game I get, so I could do some footage of that night, Portal the next day, who knows. It all depends on when the games ship and when they come in. And obviously we'll know more about that in the weeks coming. So thank you guys. Busy week last week. Be sure to check out all the videos I spoke about. They're all pretty good stuff, and you know, I would encourage you to let me know what you think about those video series, all the different ones. If you like them, if you'd like to see more of them. If you don't like them, whatever, just let me know. Be watching for Homefront coming up this weekend, hopefully, and then we'll go from there, and I will see you guys all face to face for sure a week from now, next Monday, with channel update number 13. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.